Hello and welcome to One Man's Opinion. Today I am reviewing Long Wharf Theatre's production of the musical She Loves Me, with book by Joe Masteroff, music by Jerry Bach, and lyrics by Sheldon Harnick, directed by Jacob G. Padron, running through December 29th at the Lab at Concorp at 245 Morse Street in Hamden, Connecticut. Spruce up my holiday by becoming a patron over on my Patreon page, where you can, for as little as $1 a month, support my work here, as well as my classic cinema podcast, Yesterday's Matinee. The latest episode on the 2004 Thai film Tropical Malady is currently available there for patrons only. I also post the occasional additional feature, including retro reviews, which I just posted an old review of the 2019 revival of Kiss Me Kate. I'm going to try to do a year in review episode that'll be for patrons only as well. So check that all out when you get the chance. Thank you to my current patrons, especially my Neo and Hamilton tier patrons, and welcome to the new ones. A link will be in the description. Based on the Miklos Laszlo play Parfumerie, which was adapted into the film The Shop Around the Corner, directed by Ernst Lubitsch, then adapted again into the film In the Good Old Summertime, and later adapted into the film You've Got Mail, She Loves Me is one of my favorite musicals of all time. This adorable romantic comedy holds up quite well. It follows George Novak, played by Julius Thomas III, and Amalia Baelish, played by Alicia Kaori, employees at a perfumery in Budapest in 1937. The Great Depression has hit as far as Hungary, and shops like Marichek's Parfumery have been closing throughout the city. Zoltan Marichek, played by Raphael Nash Thompson, hopes business will recover as the store prepares for the holiday season. He hires Amalia after she proves her aptitude for sales, much to the chagrin of George, who finds her grating. She in turn finds him bullish. Unbeknownst to the both of them, they have been corresponding with each other through an anonymous Lonely Hearts column, not knowing that the two are actually deep in love with each other. Marichek also grows bristly with George as well, though as to why is a mystery that will unravel later through the story. Meanwhile, clerk Ilona Ritter, played by Marianne Torres, is involved with another clerk, Stephen Kotelai, played by Graham Stevens, whose sexual insatiability keeps him in constant trouble. The show is chock full of classic numbers, and the cast is more than capable of providing excellent performances of all of them. Sounds While Selling, where we get snippets of dialogue from different sales mashed together into comical lyrics, is perfectly paced by the cast. Kaori as Amalia nails the charmingly comical yet vocally challenging Vanilla Ice Cream. Thomas III has a roguish Jimmy Stewart quality in his performance of Tonight at 8 and She Loves Me. It all culminates in the riotously funny 12 Days to Christmas. Though I like Thomas III's musical performances, there are times when I would have liked to have seen him play some of the dialogue scenes a bit more whimsical. For example, there is a cafe scene where Amalia is waiting to meet dear friend, who she doesn't know is George. George arrives, shocked to see that his dear friend is Amalia, and decides to have a little fun with her instead of admitting that he is her secret correspondent. I would have liked Thomas III to be a bit more playful with her, like he's having a secret laugh about leading her on. The scene lacks a little charm in that regard. Also, Kaori was a bit stiff at times as Amalia, especially in the first act. Despite George's misgivings of her, I would have liked her to be a bit warmer and inviting to the audience, though she may not have been so in George's eyes. The standout performances for me are Marianne Torres and Torres Ponce. Torres' Ilona Ritter is endlessly hopeful in love, while also not afraid to be assertive with her feelings when things go wrong. Torres Ponce has a bright brilliance in an almost puckish way as Arpad. Both are a delight all the way through the show. Additionally, the ensemble is a bit small. A few more ensemble members would have helped flesh out the opening, the cafe scene, and the 12 Days to Christmas number. It also would have helped give a reprieve to Graham Stevens and Felix Torres Ponce, who must double as characters in the cafe, as there is only one male ensemble member in the cast playing customers and other miscellaneous characters. Director Padron does a good job of creating balance visually, with scenic designer Emmie Finckel, as the lab at Concorp is a remodeled school and the stage is a redressed gym, placing the stage in the middle of the floor with audiences being seated on either side. There is the potential of sightline issues, but ended up not being much of a problem, as Padron avoids static staging as much as possible, so everyone can see as much of the action as that's going on. The use of globes for much of the lighting, designed by Jiyoun Chang, creates an interesting visual aesthetic that, though probably not period appropriate, does create flexibility in atmosphere. This is a really good production of She Loves Me. Though I have my quibbles regarding some of the acting directing choices for some of the characters, and I feel the show could do with more cast members, it is still a delightful, marvelous musical that everyone should see. But I am only one man's opinion, so be sure to leave yours in the comments below. If you'd like to see She Loves Me, I'll leave a link in the description where you can get tickets. Also in the description will be links to my Patreon and Spotify pages, and handles for my social media where you can support my work. You can also support me by liking and sharing this video, subscribing to the channel, and clicking the notification bell to be alerted to future reviews. This is it for the year, but next year we kick it off big with the revival of Gypsy starring Audra McDonald. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the theater.